This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well, especially at the moment. Another guitar solo to look at today, a classic rock solo from a classic rock band and a classic live album. So for obvious reasons, I can't name the band or the song or whatever, but let's imagine there was a band with a strong Irish contingent, including an Irish vocalist and bass player. And let's imagine that they released an album in the 70s, a live album that might have been a bit unsafe or dangerous. And let's imagine there was a song on that album that wasn't about being bound for the North. It was quite the opposite, in fact. And if you can put all that together, then you've probably got a good idea of which solo we're going to look at today. By the way, is anybody else as confused as I am? All the shops are shut, most people are off work, the Queen was on TV the other night giving an address to the nation, and here we are playing charades. All we need is a Roger Moore Bond film on the telly, and it's Christmas all over again. Anyway, that aside, let's have a look at the solo we're putting under the microscope today. Here it is. So there you go, that's the solo. Now let's take a look at what's going on musically in that little piece of music. Right then, let's take a look at what's going on. The solo is in the key of A major. Actually A flat major, because on the original recording it's tuned down one semitone, but we're going to do it in standard tuning here. We know it's in the key of A major because of the chords which are underpinning the solo, and those chords are A5, which contains an A and an E, B5, which contains B and F sharp, C sharp 5, which contains C sharp and G sharp, D5, which contains D and A, and already there, without going to the E5, which is also in the backing, we can see that we've got an A major scale. Large parts of the solo are based around a slimmed down version of that scale, the A major pentatonic, which, as you can see, is what you get if you rob out the D and G sharp notes. And it's A major pentatonic where we begin, so let's just move around a little bit. It's up here at the 14th fret position. That pattern of the A major pentatonic. And this is how it starts. We start off with this bend and then just noodle around in that pattern a little bit. And it's here where we add the first non-pentatonic note, the G sharp. Like that, in that little lick there. And then after that, we add the next non-pentatonic note, the D note there, and then we add it again via a bend, like that. So just adding in the non-pentatonic notes to make it up to the full-on A major scale. And then we do a little descending thing with a little chromatic run there, a little passing note, using that C note there. And there's the first half of the solo done. Next up we have the flashy bit, the fast bit, and it starts off, we go to position 4 of the A major pentatonic, like that, and we get this kind of thing. There we go. like that. Now, a couple of videos ago, I did a thing about how getting more notes per square inch on the neck makes it easier to play faster. And where do you get those notes from? You get them from the underlying chords. So that was a little pentatonic thing there. Now we start adding back in the non-pentatonic notes, the D and the G sharp, to make it back up to an A major scale. Like that. So we're doing this kind of little slidey thing that goes down the neck. Let's kind of move the camera around there because you didn't see that properly. There's the D note there. Slide down to the C sharp. There's the A. There's the B we've slid down to there, and there's the G sharp. And then now we're essentially in the same pattern that we began on, but an octave lower. Like that. So the whole run goes like this. Like that. Then it's just a case now of building a run that ascends us back up to the big finish of the solo, which goes that little unison kind of thing there. The C sharp and the F sharp. Slide up to the F sharp on that string, then just noodling around there in essentially the top part of that pentatonic pattern. Back up to there again. Then a little kind of position 1 octave thing up here again. Can't quite remember the phrasing, but it's basically that little shape up there. And that's your solo. Nothing particularly difficult there, other than perhaps the flashy, the fast descending one. Like that. But once again, if you know where your fingers are going to and your mind has already arrived at the note that your fingers are aiming at, basically if you know where you're going, then that is a fairly simple run to get nice and slick and fluent. So there you go. That's what's going on in this solo. And there you have it. And as with all of these examples that I'm putting up, the full tab for the solo and a play-along backing track is available up on my Patreon, or it will be by the time this video hits YouTube. If you want to go and support me on Patreon, $3 a month, you get all the tabs for lessons like this, and a monthly podcast, monthly Patreon-only solo that we look at. This month it's a B.B. King solo, which is a nice, accessible, easy solo if you want a bit of classic blues to get your fingers around. And new subscribers, new Patreon supporters rather, also get a free course of their choice. So loads of good things there to while away the empty days at the moment, so why not check it out. And don't forget the Fret Zealot giveaway that's going on this channel at the moment. 2 of my courses, Play Lead Guitar the Easy Way and Making the Modes Easy, are available on the Fret Zealot app, as well as being up on the Udemy store. So to celebrate that, we're giving away a free Fret Zealot, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is make a donation of £5 or more to Zoe's Place Baby Hospice, a charity in Middlesbrough which does fantastic work with very, very ill young children. Make your donation to them. The link is in the description below to do that. Screenshot the receipt, send it to me. You're entered into the draw. Simple as that. The draw will be getting drawn on May the 7th, and soon thereafter I will announce who has won, which lucky person has won a free Fret Zealot. But if that's not you, if you didn't win, never fear. If you fancy a Fret Zealot, you can get one a little bit cheaper thanks to me. Use the discount code you can see on screen. and you'll get one a little bit cheaper. You're welcome. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Don't forget, Friday 5 p.m. UK time, we're having a bit of a live stream, just a beer and a chat basically, and it's not particularly about any subject in general. It's just, we're just going to meet up and have a beer, a chat and a laugh. It'll be fun. Done it the past couple of weeks and it was a fantastic way of spending an hour on a Friday tea time, so why not pop along and join us? It'll be fun. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you've enjoyed the video, subscribe, notification bell, give me a like while you're at it, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time round. Bye for now, folks. Stay well.